There's nothing like staying up all night making some comics. I do some of my best work at night. My first comic book project, 24 Hour Land, was made almost entirely during the wee hours of the night. Don't get me wrong, I love having a cup of coffee and getting cracking first thing in the morning, but staying up all night making comics and watching the sun come up just hits a little different. I went to my first San Diego Comic-Con when I was in about maybe 10th or 11th grade of high school, and as soon as I got home, I jumped on my 200 megahertz Hewlett-Packard computer and started writing my very first comic book. I wrote all night. I remember hearing the birds chirping as I was wrapping up. I don't do it as often as I used to, but since I'm in the middle of California's hottest weather on record, as well as quarantine, sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Working with a bare bones pencil setup tonight, also known as The Usual Suspects. For about as long as I can remember, I've always been kind of a night owl. I spent a lot of time in high school drawing comics late into the evenings and sleeping through period 1 and 2 in homeroom. There's just something really special about working at night. It's quiet, there's no distractions, phone's not blowing up. If it was entirely up to me, I'd probably just be nocturnal, sleep all day, draw all night. This is also when I tend to do some of my best writing. That's the great thing about comics. There's just so much to do that if you're tired of one task, you can just hop on to another. The one thing you must beware about working late into the evening is fatigue and diminishing returns. Don't force it. If something's not coming together, just walk away or work on something else. The last thing you want to do is pour a ton of time and resources into some pages that you can't use. Trust me, man, I've been there.